What a beautiful Thanksgiving Day, November 25th, 2021. 79 degrees today. Got our stuff to go, ready to go. Get different tranny this time. Tranny. Alright, second tranny. Transition, everything's closed because happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. We're giving us skateboarding. Park's closed. Man, people left a lot of trash today. 4 bags. Look at that. 4 bags of trash today, man. The street's all clean though. Looks good. Alright, what's up, YouTube? Yeah, man. Shit. It's already almost 2 o'clock. Yeah, today's, let's see. This is number 110. Thursday, November 25th, 2021. Beautiful weather, 79 degrees right now. Yeah, man, hope everybody's have a great Thanksgiving. Just remember to give thanks every day, man. You never know, you know. My knee is show you my knee from last time. Remember the last video? If I can get this camera out. Okay. Yeah. Remember trying to do that hippie jump? There we go. Not too bad. It's getting jerkied up though. You know? Getting some nice beef jerky right here. Hurts a little bit when I bend it, but yeah, that's what we call it. Beef jerky. You get a lot of these when you do downhill. Yeah, and this knee is all jacked. Look, the other knee is all virgin. I guess you know I kneel on my left knee. Yeah, man. So 2010. That's when things finally looking up, man. You know. So at the end of 2009, around November, me and my wife Terry was living in the warehouse in Fullerton, California, and there was 3 warehouses I was telling you last video that Maury had, but it was under his girlfriend's name, Alana. So she had D, E, and M. So it was jacking up with credits, I guess, because you know they're trying to buy a house and shit. So they told us that we had to leave the warehouse. Of course, you know, I mean, it was a bitter time, you know. Nobody's happy to, you know, get evicted or move. I'm looking at you, Regular Foot. I hope everything's went great for you moving, man. Yeah, Regular Foot had to move, so that's why I'm bringing it up. But looking back, it's not bad. But while you're at it, you know, it's tough. Believe it or not, I was in like a depression mode, man. Because what happened was, before that, Terry was living with her mom. Her mom didn't want me to be there. And then I call my sister, a couple of my sisters up, my brothers, and they're like, no, you can come, but not, you know, not Terry. So I was like, no, I'm not coming over without her, you know. So I had, like, you know, you get into a dark side, man, sometimes. You know? I don't know, man. It was like almost I think that was the second time I was depressed in life, man. The first time was in 2008. I forgot to tell you, when Terry was in Henderson, Nevada, and then I was in Euless, Texas. I went to one of the so what happened was I had the fluid in my left eye and I could see a little bit, but it was dark and crooked. So I went to this doctor in Fort Worth, and he sucked the fluid out, and then the retina collapsed. That's when I went blind. Because when he pulled the fluid out, I guess you can't have the fluid more than a year, you know? So he was like, yeah, you gotta pull it out. So when I was there, the nurse was taking my blood and shit. And I guess people that have AIDS, they have like this kind of symptom, you know, like going blind and shit. So she just assumed I had AIDS and shit, man. She was like, yeah, you probably have AIDS or something. So I was thinking, because I had like probably 5 transfusions, you know, since I've been on dialysis. I might have caught AIDS or something from blood transfusion, you know. I mean, of course, you know what I mean, I'm not gay or anything, I mean, fuck. I mean, that's the only way to get fucked in the ass, but I was like, nah, I haven't been fucked in the ass, I don't think. That I can remember. Yeah, either that or, you know, from the needles and shit, so. She's like, well, we'll see what happened. So that whole 2 weeks, man, I was just thinking, fuck. Because you got to remember my brother Kamla, the one who lived in Brooklyn, New York, when I used to babysit me and my sister, Mani, back in 1995 to 1997. He had AIDS. And I see how much he suffered, you know. I was like, fuck, man, you know. How worse can he get, right? I was thinking, already, you know, have no kidneys on dialysis, getting home dialysis, you know, had a kidney transplant. It's like, fuck. Survived the refugee camp, survived New York City, you know, survived through a lot of shit, man. That was my first time I was depressed. I mean, who wouldn't, you know, if you found out you have AIDS, man, fuck. It's almost like cancer, you know. So after 2 weeks, I was just sitting in my room, man, the whole time in Texas, you know. And I was just praying and shit, you know what I mean? Like, man, well, I said, it was my time to go. It's my time to go, you know. Yeah, so she just assumed shit, man, that fucking nurse. I mean, of course, somebody would have got like a fucking lawyer and shit, would have like got her fired and everything, but I was just glad I didn't get, you know, the blood came, negative AIDS, you know, negative HIV. So I was, you know what I mean, I was happy. So that was 2008. Almost 2 years later, 2009, 2010, I had the same feeling, man. Like, I was like, fuck. Like, Terry didn't have any family, really, you know, to go to. And remember, we were living on my $850 income. She didn't get disability yet, you know. She hasn't been working for like 2 years. So I called my sister Mani, you know, in Florida. And she's like, yeah, man, come down, you know. So she helped me buy the, well, I had the $850 too, so. Plus I sold all the shit I had, you know, I had a Panasonic mini DV camera. I sold for like $300. I sold my toolbox at a, what is that shit? It's an Ace brand, not Ace brand, but fuck. It's pretty good tools. It's not Craftsman, it's not Husky, it's not none of that. It's fuck, it's like yellow color. Can't remember the name. Anyway, it was one of those toolbox. Sold it for like $40. Full of tools, man. All the sock, everything. Had a bunch of bike tools and shit, all kinds. I sold it for like $40. All the wrenches, everything, man. Worth probably like $500, but what can I do, you know? Sold everything. And then Roland, who owns Scum Skateboards, he lives like in C. I mean, his warehouse in C. So I asked him if he can take us to the airport, you know. He had a little like Ford Ranger. So we shipped like, I shipped like 3 boxes. Like 3 boxes like this big, 14 by 14 by 17 to my sister. And we had 2 suitcases. Terry had 2 suitcases. Yeah. We flew to Florida. To Hollywood, Florida. So everything was cool. My sister and her boyfriend had a 2-bedroom apartment. So we stayed in the other room. We had like one of those big, thick blow-up mattress. My sister Monty took us to like Macy's or something to get them. It was like $60. So we slept on that. So we didn't do anything. We just slept in there, you know, in the room. We didn't really go out or anything because she worked, and you know, we don't bother nobody. Once in a while, we'll like, you know, go out and get a Subway or something. But so we were there for like 3 weeks, and her boyfriend, he was like, I don't know, man. I think he had his back surgeries or something. He was taking like some, I don't know, maybe some strong pain medicine or something. He started like talking shit, man. Like calling Terry like a fucking fat bitch and fucking cheeseburger eating bitch and all this shit. So I stepped in front of him, man. I was like, nah, man, fuck you, you know? Fuck you, you know? You can't be talking shit like that, you know? I don't give a fuck. You know, you're doing us a favor. So he's like, fuck you, you know, get out of my house and shit. And we were only there for like 3 weeks. So he kicked us out. And remember, I was on dialysis, so I had all my stuff shipped there, all my bags of medicine and shit. So I went downstairs and got a shopping cart, because they lived like on the 3rd floor. Got in the elevator, put all my chemicals and shit, and like the 2 suitcases we had, my 3 boxes, put in the shopping cart, and it was raining too. We went outside, and my sister, Monty, she felt bad. So she talked to this Thai lady. She had a house, a 3-bedroom house, and she said we can rent a room from her for like $400. So we rented that room. There was these 2 Thai dudes lived there too. Whatever, we just, you know. So we stayed there, and then those Thai dudes, like, you know how fucking Asian people with their superstitious, they don't know shit about, you know, medical. So he saw me do my treatment, my dialysis manually. You know, I put 1 bag, sit down, like this. There's like a Y-axis. One goes down the drain, and then another one up, and it goes in my tube. I had like a permanent tube in my stomach. So I drain for 10 minutes and then fill for 10 minutes, and that's how I do my treatment. It's like 20 minutes. So then they called the lady that owned the house, saying that we were like I had disease and shit, and they didn't want to catch it. Yeah. That's how much fucking ignorance people are, man. So we didn't know that shit until we found out that they just took off. They moved out. That's good, because they had some other people. Some fucking girl was sleeping in the living room. They had a bed set up with these like towels and shit around it, like the fucking refugee camp style, man. And she was sleeping there. We didn't say shit, you know. House was fucking dirty. The fridge was so dirty. The kitchen. So the shower had molds and all kinds of shit. So I cleaned all that. After they moved out, I cleaned the bath, the kitchen, everything. Cleaned the refrigerator, everything. Yeah, everything was. So like the rest of the month, we had the whole house to ourselves. And we just went, like I said, my sister Mani knew this lady, this Thai lady. She had like a little Honda Accord. She would drive us around and shit sometimes, you know, supermarket and whatever. She came by. She made some food. She bring the food by, and it was pretty cool. Pretty much that's the only person we knew, and my sister. So then, the end of December. Oh no, January. Around January, I didn't want to pay the place, you know, anymore. So we bought tickets to come back to California because Terry's daughter, Ashley, she was living right down here in Long Beach. She said we can come stay with her and her boyfriend. Yeah, I know, right? Boyfriends. Another boyfriend. Special. You'll see why. So we came. It was raining, of course. It's raining. We go to Long Beach. We stay there. Like I said, I had my chemicals for doing dialysis and a couple boxes and a couple suitcases. That's all we had. And like around a week later, staying there, her boyfriend, her oldest daughter, our granddaughter, oldest granddaughter, Bella, she was about 10 years old, 10 or 11 years old. I guess the fucking guy was trying to teach her how to like do math and shit, and she couldn't do it. So he fucking stomped on her hand, dude. What a fucking asshole, right? He's one of those motherfuckers like gangbanging, you know, wannabe. He's in prison now for like murder and shit, but he used to carry a screwdriver around, fucking stab people with it, right? Anyway, we saw Bella's hand, and her hand was fucking swollen. You know? I don't know if it was a hand or a foot. So, Terry was like, what the fuck, you know? Don't do that to my granddaughter. He said, what motherfucker? So he pulled a screwdriver out of his pocket. He goes, I'll fucking stab your ass, motherfucker. Don't let me see you out in the street, he told me. I said, yeah, well, fuck, dude. Think I'm fucking scared of you, man, you know? I said, I'm not fucking scared of you. Stab me right now, then, fucking bitch, you know? So anyway, so she took her boyfriend's side. Of course, cops came, everything. It was under her name. We're just living there. It was like midnight, dude. We got booted after a week staying in Long Beach. So then we called his son. He was living right here. He was living number 1. Right here in the same spot. And his son's like, yeah, you can come stay with me, Mom, you know. So my friend Davey, you know, he had this little Nissan truck. He would help us out and shit, you know. He used to, when we were in the warehouse, he would help us like go to grocery stores and shit. And so I called him up, man. I was like, dude, do you think you can, you know, come by and help us move our shit? Cause this is Bellflower and we're in Long Beach. So he came over, man, like midnight. And we just put our shit in his truck. And we came here. It was like January 2010. And the owner, he's living right there, the front house. His name is Vaughn. He's like 90 years old, man. And so we're staying there, and number 5, that's where we're living right now, number 5. He said it's gonna be available in February. So I talked to him. I was like, yeah, but I don't get my money till the 3rd, you know. And then he said, well, it's gonna be another it's $600, and if we want air conditioning, it's another $45. So $645 with air conditioning in the window. Because what happened is all the bills are paid. Water, gas, you know, electricity, trash, you know, everything's paid for. Just pay the rent. And then he said another $500 for a deposit. So I only had $850, you know. I told him, hey, can I give you $50 payments, you know, plus the $645. So he said, yeah, sounds good. And I was like, can we move it now? I was like, nope, you can't move until you pay me. And motherfucker waited till like the 3rd. I mean, it's business, you know? Business is business. So February 3rd, 2010, I gave him $645 plus another $50, so $695 for the rent. And we had nothing, man, in that place. Yeah, no internet, no phone, nothing, man. But you know what? We had a place to live, and nobody can fucking kick us out anymore, you know? And we've been there ever since, 11 years. And every time, you know, it's a studio, you know, I mean, you know, my wife should say, you know, it's kind of small, wish we had a bigger place. And I say, well, I mean, considering where we've been, you know, that's like heaven, man. So yeah, that was 2010. And that's pretty much it for 2010, man. Yeah. So that's the story for the day. Gotta get that fall. Out of it today. One more time. So I got a thinking trick of the day. We can do I was trying that earlier. Chinese ollie. You just bonk the wheel on the corner here. I got the regular bonk with the back wheel. Front wheel is another story. It's not hard. You just gotta go for it, you know? Not like bonk and then just commit. That's the problem, is committing. Where should we get this? What do you think? Probably too far. You good? Man, look at that. Another one. They just don't like my left knee, man. Got another damage. What do you think? So I got all that from that fall. Another cut, another beef jerky on top of our other beef jerky. Man, this knee's jacked. All right, man. Chinese ollie. That's all you have to do. That's it, look. Just bonk. Look at the wheel here. Not that, look, it's not even. Nothing to it, man. Gotta bonk it. Oh, shit. Ah, so scary. It's one of those tricks, you know. You know one of those tricks once you do it. You know one of those tricks once you do it. Then we have to do fakie. Hey, how you doing? Oh, candy? Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, thank you. You too. It's all melted. No, got put in the fridge. All right. Gotta bonk it. Maybe I should lower the camera. What do you think? Okay. All right. Good. No big deal, right? It's got a bonk it. Bonk the wrong. Bonk it, right? Not even trying. In my mind, I know I'm gonna hang up. So this is supposed to be the same, like you bonk into the, like a coping on a quarter pipe or bowl or whatever. That's how you bonk into the. Not even going fast enough. I wonder if I could bonk it just to the disaster and then go out. Oh, there you go. The hardest part is figuring it out, you know? Hit my metal leg. I kicked my metal leg on my right foot. You know how they say you hit your funny bone and it's funny? I hit my metal leg. And it's not funny, but it's funny. It's not been that hard. It's not hard, you know, it's just committing, you know what I mean? Committing. You gotta jump up every time. I do that so that way I don't hang up, you know? That's called pushing out. Nothing that big. That's it. Just gotta bonk it. Just gotta bonk it and stay on. That's all there is to it. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bonk and go on disaster. Bonk to disaster. That way I know how, that way I know I get the wheels, the front wheels clear. Not enough speed. Yeah. Woo. First step. Okay. There you go. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. I know. Such a pussy ass trick. Ah, man. It's taking me out. Such a little trick, but once you figure out the method, you know, it's not hard. Yeah. So first step is to bonk and go to disaster, and then later bonk all the way. Yeah. Bonk to disaster, and then commit later. Bonk to disaster. There you go. Oh, almost. Getting closer. See, that's how the trick is. You gotta figure out the steps of it. The steps, step by step, you know? I was trying to bonk and go the whole way because mentally I know I can do it. Physically, no. Physically, I'm 0. Mentally, I'm 100%. So, got a baby step. Bonk to disaster. Keep doing that until we get comfortable. And then, bonk the whole way. Rolled off to the side. All right, getting there. Oh, all the way. For some reason my back is sore. I think I slept wrong or something. Alright. Halfway there. And I'm already worn out. Alright, halfway there. Meet me halfway across the sky. All right. Oh yeah, we're getting there, getting there. Okay, the rest is just, well, I'm gonna keep practicing that, but to land a Chinese ollie, pretty much gotta ride on the nose manual. See, right now I'm going like this and like that. So the full trick is nollie and ride like that. Don't let the back boot touch. Right now, I'm letting it touch so you get the feel of, feeling of landing on the board, landing on the skateboard, So to get the full commitment, you gotta go maybe 2 pushes and ride on the nose manual, which I suck at nose manual, so. See, like that. If I can't let the back wheel hit. Believe it or not, the Chinese ollie is a two-trick. It's a nose bonk, a wheel bonk, a front wheel bonk, and a nose manual. Yeah, 2 tricks. So you gotta learn the wheel bonk, front wheel bonk. It's the same trick to fakie. So once you do that, you can do fakie. Well, you got practice, but the concept is exactly the same. So bonk, and hold nose manual. It's actually a 2 trick. It might look simple. Well, when you see people do it, it looks simple. As you can see me out here struggling, you know? Because if you can't hold a nose manual, you're not gonna be able to do it. Which I'll let you see. I'll let you see for yourself how good my nose manual is. Okay? My nose manual sucks. See that? Yeah. It's a nose bonk, front wheel bonk to nose manual. So if you can do nose manuals, you can do this trick. Chinese ollie. So that's what a Chinese ollie is. Front wheel bonk, nose manual. Yeah, you gotta commit that nose manual, which for now I'm just gonna do the disaster. You know? I'll do like 10 more of those. You know what I mean? And then next time we'll get it. At least I got the disaster, so this is gonna be, I guess, front wheel bonk disaster. And then next time, after more practice, we'll get the Chinese ollie. Whoa! See that front foot? hop over. So if you come to learn how to skateboard the hard way, you come to the right place. That's how we do it. Learning skateboard tricks the hard way. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. Nose bonk. I mean, you know, wheel bonk, front wheel bonk to disaster, and then once you get used to that, you'll be able to do the Chinese ollie. So this is the first step to the Chinese ollie, and I think that's it. Thanks for watching, man. You know, so gonna tear down like a clown that we are. What's up? Thanks for watching, man. It's the end of the video. Just a tear down. Because regular foot, for regular foot, he likes to tear down, so I don't know. Maybe he doesn't, I don't know. But if he does, awesome. If not, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Enjoy, alright? Gotta get our lollipops. Yeah, I used to bring water, but now I just eat a lollipop. Who needs water, right? Lollipop will do. We don't need no crazy water, regular foot. All nice water. Wrong one. We're supposed to get Sarah Skinner. Sarah Skinner, not him. There he is. There she is. There we go.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Thanksgiving. Make sure you're thanking Thanksgiving. Thanking for every day. Thank you every day. Thank you skateboarding. Thank you for watching. Thank you YouTube. Thank you for everybody. Always have fun. You see me have fun, you see me quit. Enjoy.